Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance, but now this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And the Badgers with possession here. The Wolverines making their last shot. Now here's Decker, defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. Decker gets the bucket. Decker's got 6. Michigan with the ball. 4-point game.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Wade, he's checked in for Wisconsin. Hawkins kicks to Decker. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here is Hawkins, following the basket by Freak. Now, here's Decker. He's got 6. He dishes it to Kaminsky. 4 on the clock. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Freak passes to Cunningham. And Wade sends it back. Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Wade. Buries it down low. Wade's got his first basket.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. And Michigan has possession, trailing by 5. Freak in at shooting guard. Smith is out there with Wright. And there's Flash. And it's Knight in at the 3. Nice shot by Smith.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of ball.
And the Badgers with possession here. And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Payton is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Now, here's Decker. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Payton. Pass to Evans. Over in the corner, Decker. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over. And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
There's the pick. Payton drives in, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Flash, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Freak. Here's Wright. It's tipped. But they get it back. Freak kicks to Wright. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Evans. Hawkins passes to Evans. Shot is no good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And so it's a close game. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak in a two-guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith. Then it's Flash in at the point guard position. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot. And the basket by Kaminsky.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Screen by Smith. Off the screen. And it's Freak missing.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's Flash. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And a wide open look for Freak. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Freak's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. And here they go. Decker gets the bucket. Decker's got 10 points in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Michigan trails by 4. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Flash. He's covered by Hawkins. Freak with it. He's got 7. Knocks down the 10-footer. 9 points in the game so far.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the...
Now Fisher, Freak. He's in at point guard. Jones is out there with Ellis. And it's Taylor in at the center. And Fisher kicks to Payton. Conley left side. Shot clock at 6. Fisher dishes to Conley. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
He's got to know not to take that shot when he's so closely defended.
Kicks it out to Banks to take the lead. And Dawkins pulls it down. Conley left side. Offline with the baseline jumper. Conley's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's Jones. Makes it off the glass. And Michigan leads by 1.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Michigan making some changes. Smith checked in for Taylor, and Flash is subbed in for Banks. Here is Hawkins. 1:51 left to play in the second half. Outside Conley. Passes to Hawkins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Decker. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound in this one. 1:24 left in the second half.
Check out the game for Freak. 9 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
Hill, he's checked in for Wisconsin. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
.122 left here in the second half of the game. Evans right side. And he goes in for the dunk.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Hill. Screened by Ellis. Freak passes to Jones. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. From the low block, Hill pulls it in. Here's Hawkins. Nails it.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
A lot is on the line here.
Boy, how about the intensity and focus of the crowd here?
So loud in this place. Freak kicks to Smith. It counts, and the foul. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Hawkins with it. Picked up by Ellis. We've got 22 seconds left in the second half of basketball. And here's Hawkins on the wing. Evans. Oh, off target.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for one. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation, being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the players, the rest of the students watching, I mean, this is something that can never be taken from you. They will always have this moment in history to reflect upon.
And it's such a punishing path to this moment. I mean, you look back on all the close calls along the way as the field gets whittled down round by round. I mean, they survived quite the gauntlet to get to this moment.
Indeed, a very special moment. And that's going to do it for us. I'm Kevin Harlan. It was a pleasure to be with you all season long.